cold, but not as cold as it has been. And the 5200 on my overalls is dry. So that means could be time to drill the holes in the hull, which is going to be scary. So let's go. Well, that was easy, no concerns there. See if this is going to fit. Water inlet. Oh! Son of a pup. Oh. Alright, let's give this a go. Important obviously to make sure that you are accurate with measuring your holes. Make sure everything's drilled the right size first time. No issues. This is the water inlet. Ta-da! Perfect. Nil problemo. Okay. Next. Go. So if you're working on a 67 Coronado or around that period, actually looks like all these holes are standardized to inch and 3/8. Ta-da! So that's the garboard plug to empty the water out of the boat. Fitted. These cores actually give me a really good view of the construction of the hull. So when I talk about a 5200 no soak hull, which is what this is the original hull. So it's just a single plank hull on this particular boat, Century. So there you see the thickness. Here you see the new hull, the new 5200 hull, exactly the same overall thickness. But if you look at a cross section, you can actually see it's made up of 3 layers. So there's on the outer layer here is the mahogany plank. But instead of it being mahogany plank all the way through, we've now got a layer of 5200. So that's a rubber waterproof compound, about 1/8 of an inch of that. And then we've got 4mm BS 1088 marine ply on the inside. So if you look at it from the inside, it looks like an original hull. If you look at it from the outside, it looks like an original mahogany plank boat. But sitting in the middle, it's actually a composite hull now, made up of 3 different materials layered to give it much more strength. Number 1, much more rigidity. Number 2, it means it's actually waterproof as soon as you put it in the water. So instead of having to wait for these planks to swell and swell up and cover these gaps here, so this plank swells, and then this gap disappears. Here on a no-soak hull, you can see there's actually 5200 sitting there. So it's already waterproof right now, sitting here dry. You don't have to wait for the planks to swell. So you can put this right in the water, use it without having to pre-soak the hull. So that is a really good view of a traditional single plank hull versus this new 5200, true 5200 no soak bottom. That's why if you take a single plank hull and you just squirt 5200 in here, which is what some people do, and then claim it to be a 5200 hull, no, that's not what 5200 hull is. That just means you've squirted 5200 into your gaps. It's not a no soak 5200 hull. There you go. Woohoo! Fits. Happy with those. Presumably it fits in the other one as well. Ta-da! Excellent. We got pipes. Exhaust pipes. All right. So this is a really useful tool. Harbour Freight auto body hand sander. Problem is it's rigid, but you can take your bandsaw and shoop, remove this, and then what you get is a really good flexible sander that really helps you get into the curves on the boat. I found this really good to make. Got it from the idea from the Art of Boat Building. Good video. I think it was season 2, episode 27. And he knows more about boat building than I'll ever know. So yeah, shout out to him for this. Great idea. Works really well.